Welcome, my friend. The practice I'm sharing with you today is all about listening to your body and honoring it right where it's at. Not forcing your body into what you think a pose should look like or how deep you think your body should move into the pose, which makes this a great practice for a complete beginner. For my experienced yogis, try to let go of your expectations of your body and approach this practice with a fresh new perspective. So make sure you have your yoga blocks nearby. My complete beginners, if you don't have any blocks, I strongly encourage you to look into purchasing some, as they do truly enhance your experience on the mat. Have a firm pillow and a folded blanket nearby, and any props you may use in this practice. Light a candle or burn some incense to create a loving, supportive environment for yourself, and I'll meet you seated on the mat. We'll join together in a cross-legged seated position, sitting at the edge of a folded blanket or on the pillow to allow your hips to more easily open. Let's sit up nice and tall. Rest hands wherever is comfortable. We'll take a soft gaze forward or gently close your eyes. Soften your shoulders back and down away from your ears. And without changing it at all, just begin to notice your breath. What do you first notice about your breath? Maybe the temperature of the air as it enters compared to that of the exhaled air. Maybe you notice the physical effects of your inhale compared to that of your exhale, like the rise and fall of your chest. Maybe you notice the rhythm, short and shallow, long and extended, or somewhere in between. Maybe you notice how the awareness of your breath leads you to feel. Whatever came to mind is perfect, my friend. No right or wrong. Just observe what is. Let's bat those beautiful eyes open, and mirroring me, place your left shin in front of your right so it runs parallel with the edge of the mat. If you have those blocks or even a pillow, bring them out in front of you. Let's breathe in to lengthen up, and with this long spine, hinge forward at your hip crease. Once you can't fold forward anymore without rounding your low back, pause and hold it there, placing the props underneath your forearms, bringing the earth up to you, supporting this nice alignment of your spine, which will help keep the attention on your hip opening. Shoulders draw back and down, feeling the shoulder blades glide down your back as you lead forward with your heart. Let's walk your palms back to rise. Extend your left leg out long. Opposite foot to inner thigh. Square your hips up over the extended leg. That foot is flexed. Breathe in, find length, and with your long spine, hinge forward at your hip crease, leading with your heart. Again, pausing and holding just before that moment when your low back begins to round. Keep a slight bend in that extended knee, which you may find helpful to place your fingers underneath. Breathing in and breathing out as you hold. Slowly walk your palms back to rise. Let's open your hips to the side space, moving into a side body stretch. You can either slide your arm down the inside of your leg to the mat and breathe and just circle opposite fingertips up and over, reaching in the directions of your toes. And you may also explore how it feels to place a block underneath that left arm. So what we're looking for here with the props is to prevent collapsing in your top shoulder. The prop can help support you staying more broad and open across your chest as you open your heart center towards the sky, while also promoting more length along both your right and your left side body, so we're not crunching that right side. We'll use your next inhale to lift you back up to center. We're coming into a twist next, so bring your right sole of foot to the outside of the opposite leg's thigh. We'll wrap your left arm around your leg. Opposite fingertips will come near your seat. On your exhale, I want you to exhale at your navel point to move into the twist. The twist movement comes from your navel point, not your upper body. So you should be able to let go of your knee and lift back fingertips and remain in the twist. On your next inhale, we'll return to center and take that seated sequence to the second side, beginning with placing your right shin in front of the left so it runs parallel with the edge of the mat, bringing those blocks or pillows out in front of you. Let's breathe in to lengthen up in your spine, and with your long spine hinge forward at your hips, pausing and holding once you can't fold forward anymore. No rounding in that low back. Go ahead and place your props underneath your forearms, bringing the earth up to you, supporting you. Shoulders draw back and down, feeling your shoulder blades glide down your back as you lead forward with your heart. Noticing if your right and left side have different levels of flexibility. If so, this is completely expected. Just honor what each side needs. Take pleasure in being able to notice these subtleties of your body. Let's walk your palms back to rise and extend your right leg out long, opposite foot to your inner thigh. We'll square your hips over the extended leg. Your foot is flexed, toes point up to the sky, kneecap up to the sky. Find length, and on the exhale, hinge forward. Let your heart guide you forward, pausing and holding just before that moment when your low back begins to round. Slight bend in your extended knee, breathing in, breathing out as you hold. Slowly walk your palms back to rise. Let's open your hips to the side space. We're moving into our side body stretch. So remember, you can slide that right arm down the inside of your leg to the mat or to a yoga block. Explore what supports you best on this side for that nice open chest. We'll breathe in to circle your opposite fingertips up and over, exhaling to reach in the direction of your toes. Staying broad and open across your chest as your heart opens, spiraling towards the sky. Feel length along both your right and left side body. Space between shoulders and ears. Sits bones grounded. Use your next inhale to lift you back up to center. We're coming into our twist. So bring your left sole of foot to the outside of the opposite thigh, while wrapping your right arm around your knee, opposite fingertips near your seat. Then on your exhale, remember to exhale at your navel point to move into the twist. Twisting movement comes from your navel point and travels up. Your navel drawing to spine. On the exhale holds you in the twist. Breathing in, finding length. Exhaling at your navel, moving deeper into the twist. On your next inhale, unwind and make your way to hands and knees. We'll line your wrists under your shoulders and knees and under your hip points. Explore if toes tucked or tops of feet to the mat feel best. And if this is too much on your wrist, you can make fists or place a yoga block under each hand and grasp the block. If palms can lower to the mat though, let's warm up our wrists a little by turning palms one at a time so fingertips point to the side. Wrists remain under your shoulders, fingertips spread wide, and slowly rock side to side. Maybe take a few circles if it feels good, circling in both directions. We'll find stillness, and it feels okay in your body. Just bring one palm so fingertips point towards your body. Stay gentle, maybe invite in movement or hold in stillness. You may also choose to lean back a little, deepening the stretch in your wrists and your forearm. Soften and very mindfully return your palm to the side and then forward. Then switch and bring the other hand so fingertips point towards your body. Feel this one out, noticing if one may be tighter than the other. And just move intuitively, giving it some love. Slowly and mindfully bring your palm to open to the side and then to the front. Sit hips to your heels and shake out your wrists. Just shake it off, let it go. Then bring palms to the mat back on in front of you for tabletop, lining wrists under shoulders again, knees under hip points, fingers spread wide. Let's reach your crown of head forward as you lengthen your tailbone to the space behind you for a long spine. When you're ready, extend your right leg long behind you. Foot is flexed, toes point down. Glance back at your toes to ensure they're pointing down to help square your hip points up rather than splaying open or dipping. Reach back through that back heel. Lift it up. Lower belly firms up and in on your exhalations. Long line from your crown of head to your heel. Then we'll bend into that back knee, sole of foot to the sky. Breathe in, and on the exhale, press your foot to the sky. Breathe in to lower. Exhale, press it up. Inhale, lower. A few more times on your own, isolating those glute muscles. Good work. Soften your knee to the mat. We're going to step your right foot forward. So if it's accessible, draw your knee up and in towards your chest, and then step your foot near your right thumb. If that's not accessible, place your yoga block at a level 1 or level 2 height under your palms, which will create more space to step your foot forward. We're coming into a low lunge. We also always want your front knee to not go past your ankle, so adjust your stance as needed. Let's bring one hand to your thigh and then the other to rise. Once you're lifted, go ahead and press down through your front heel, just straightening your front leg a little. And then let's bring your hands to your hips, feeling those hip points. And then go ahead and square your hip points up to the front of the mat. Once you feel your hips squared, keep them just as they are and slowly bend back into that front knee, nice and slow, lowering those hips into the pose. Beautiful. We'll bring hands to your thighs once more and just feel the sensations of your body in this pose. Maybe exploring your back toes tucked or not, holding whichever feels best. So in your low lunge position, we always want your feet on 2 separate tracks for wide stance. Let's bring your hands to prayer at heart and really press and fuse those palms together, sending your elbows wide side to side. Breathe in, and on the exhale, exhale at your navel, moving into a twist to the right. Breathe into center. Exhale, twist to the left. Breathe into center. Now at center, release your hands to frame your front foot. We're moving into half split pose, so grab those blocks if you don't have them already and begin to shift your weight back as you walk the blocks back so your hips line up with your back knee. Your front leg is straight but has a slight bend, foot is flexed, toes pointing up to the sky or yearning back towards your body. We'll breathe in, find length. Exhalation, hinge forward at your hip crease, keeping your nice flat back. Energetically draw your left hip forward as you slide your right back, squaring your hips up. Now, I personally find this one challenging as my low back tends to round almost right away, so having the yoga blocks on the highest setting is really helpful for me to promote the space I need to maintain that long spine. So explore what feels best in your body. Alright, now slowly start to bend back into your front knee as you walk your palms and blocks forward, coming into lizard pose. So heel toe your front foot to the edge of the mat, bringing both hands and your blocks to the inside of your front leg. And just as we did in low lunge, press down through your front heel to lift up, extending your front leg, and bring your hands to your hips, feeling those hip points, squaring them up to the front of the mat. And then once you have that, slowly bend back into that front knee, feeling your squared hips lower forward and down into the pose. Bring hands to your yoga blocks at a height that supports your body in alignment. Your front knee is in line with your ankle, not going past. Explore your back toes tucked or top of foot released to the mat, holding whatever feels best. Beautiful breaths as you hold. Let's heel toe your front foot back into hip distance, hands frame foot. In whatever way feels best in your body, bring your right leg back. Set your blocks off to the side and come into a modified plank pose with knees to the mat. And very slowly lower yourself to the mat for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Soften your tops of feet to the mat. Slide your palms forward so elbows line up under your shoulders. And just go ahead and rock those hips side to side, feeling your hips connected with the earth, grounding down. And then we'll settle into stillness. Line your middle finger with your elbow, fingers are spread wide. We'll press down through your fingertips, your forearms and elbows to lift up through your shoulder girdle. Draw your shoulder heads back, hugging your shoulder blades into the midline. Gently press your pubic bone down into the earth, noticing if that helps lengthen your low back. Spread a soft smile across your face as you shine that beautiful heart center bright. Beautiful, my friend. We'll soften forward, slide your palms back under your shoulders, and press down to lift your hips, returning to tabletop. Line your wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hip points, clarify your foundation. And when you're ready, we'll extend your left leg long behind you. Foot is flexed. Glance back to ensure toes are pointing down to help square your hips. One long line from heel to crown of head. Reach back through your heel, lifting your heel up towards the sky. Lower belly firms up and in on your exhalations. And we'll bend your knee, sole of foot to the sky, taking our pumps. On the exhale, press your foot to the sky. Breathe in to lower. Exhale, press up. Inhale to lower. Few more on your own, waking up and toning those glutes. Good work. Soften knee to the mat. We are going to step your left foot forward. Your right and left side might have different levels of flexibility, so honor what this side needs. Either drawing your knee to chest, or placing yoga blocks under your palms at a height that works for you, or manually holding your ankle and stepping it forward. Coming to your low lunge, feet on 2 separate tracks, front knee in line with your ankle, not going past. Once you're lifted, we'll press down through your front heel to straighten your front leg. Bringing hands to your hip points, square your hips points to the front of the mat, and once you feel them squared up, slowly bend back into that front knee, lowering your squared hips forward and down into the pose. Hands return to your front thigh, feeling the sensations of your body in the pose. maybe exploring your toes tucked or not, holding what feels best. Let's bring your hands prayer to heart. Really press and fuse your palms together, sending your elbows wide side to side. We'll breathe in, and on the exhale at your navel, twisting to the left. Breathe into center, exhalation, twist to the right. Breathe into center. Now at center, release your hands to frame your front foot. We're moving into that half split pose, so grab your blocks if you don't have them already, and we'll shift your weight back, lining your hips over that back knee. Front leg is straight but a slight bend, foot is flexed, toes point up or reaching back towards your body. Breathe in, find length, and on the exhale, hinge forward at your hip crease. Nice flat back. Energetically draw that right hip forward as the left slides back. Feeling the hips square up. We'll slowly start to bend back into your front knee as you walk your palms and yoga blocks forward. We're moving into lizard pose, so heel toe that front foot to the edge of the mat. Bring both hands to the inside of your front leg. We'll press down through your heel to begin to lift up. Bring your hands to your hips so you can square your hip points to the front of the mat, and then slowly bend back into your front knee, your squared hips slowing forward and down. Bring hands to yoga blocks at a height that supports your body. Front knee is in line with your ankle, not going past. Toes tucked or tops of feet to the mat. Noticing if this side feels any different than that of your first. Beautiful breaths as you hold. Shoulder blades gliding down your back, heart shining. Then we'll heel toe your front foot back into hip distance, hands frame foot. In whatever way feels best in your body, bring that left leg back to tabletop. We'll keep your blocks as they are or set them off to the side. We're just going to take a few hip circles here. Maybe closing your eyes to feel more deeply into your body, connecting more with what it needs out of this movement. Just find what feels good, my friend. Let your breath flow with the movement, circling in both directions. Find stillness. Set your blocks off to the side, and we'll come into a wide-kneed child's pose next. So bring those big toes to kiss and take your knees as wide as you'd like. The wider your knees, the deeper the opening. Now, wider doesn't mean better though. What is best is to feel what feels best in your body, providing a feel-good opening sensation in your hips without any pain or discomfort in your hips, in your knees, or in your ankles. Now, you may also find that sitting upon a yoga block is helpful to prevent pain or discomfort. Explore and try everything out, my friend. Bring your palms to the mat in front of you and slowly walk or slide your palms forward, lowering as far as feels good in your body. Maybe lowering to your forearms or lowering forehead all the way to the mat or to a yoga block. Try out these different variations to see what best supports your body in this pose. Maybe your body releases over time with the hold and you find that you can lower a little more. Just tune into that body of yours and explore finding what feels good. Slowly walk your palms back to rise. Bring knees into hip distance, lean forward to bring your feet off to one side and bring them out in front of you. We'll come into butterfly pose, so bring your soles of feet to kiss. Your heels can be as close to or far away from your groin as feels best in your body. So explore and feel it out, and then we'll grasp onto wherever is accessible, shins, ankles, feet, or toes. Find your long spine and slowly start to take a slow sway, a slow wave of your spine side to side. Just feeling it out, further massaging into the space of your hips. On your next exhale, round your spine forward at center. Breathe in to rise. Bring your soles of feet to the mat. We'll be coming into boat pose next, which will be our core check-in of the day. So bring your fingertips to the mat behind you, pointing towards your body. Elbows will point back. Find your long spine with your lower belly firming up and in, protecting your low back. Then maintaining this long spine, we'll lift your right shin so it runs parallel with the sky. Point those toes. Good. Now slowly extend your leg long, noticing what happens in your long spine. Then lower your shins parallel with the sky. And then lower your foot to the mat. Breathe and lift your heart, reaching up through center. And then on the exhale, lift your left shin parallel with the sky. Good. Now fully extend your leg long. Reach your crown of head up, long spine. And lower your shin parallel with the sky. And then solo foot to the mat. Breathe and reach up through center. On your exhale, navel to spine as you lift your right shin parallel with the sky. Good. Now then, whenever you're ready, we'll lift both shins up. Elbows draw back, your heart shines, navel draws to spine on your exhalations. Slow and steady inhalations and exhalations. Option to explore what it feels like to bring your hands to grasp the backside of your thighs, what best supports your body, finding your alignment. Beautiful, my friend. Now bend your knees and just lower your toes to the mat. Barely touching it, and we'll hold it there, toes pointing down. Good. Now lift your shins back parallel with the sky. Good work, my friend. With control, soften your soles of feet to the mat, and on your exhalation, hold on to your backs of your thighs and exhale, round back in your spine, shifting your weight back to lower yourself all the way to the mat. Hug your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around, or just bring one hand to each knee, giving yourself a loving, grateful hug. Soften your head back, relaxing your neck, maybe rocking side to side if you like. Sing if you notice any feel-good sensations of a massage. Find stillness. Release soles of feet to the mat and bring them as wide as the mat. We'll cactus your arms out side to side like goalposts. Breathe in, and on the exhale, soften your knees to the left side, and then we'll take your gaze in the opposite direction of your knees. Just enjoy this gentle, sweet twist, my friend. On the next inhalation, lift up to center, gaze to center. Exhalation, knees to the right, gaze in the opposite direction. Breathing conscious, feel-good breaths. On the next inhalation, lift up to center, gaze to center. Now from here, you have the option to just allow your feet to stay as they are and knee falls into center to kiss. Or you can heel toe your feet in, coming into a reclined butterfly pose, bringing soles of feet to kiss. Your knees will fall open, letting gravity take hold. And now, just like we did seated, your heels can be as close to or far away from your groin as you'd like. And if you feel any pulling sensations or pain or discomfort, you can place a yoga block under each of your legs to prop them up. Listen and honor your body. Wherever you find yourself landing, let's bring one hand to your belly, the other to your heart center, and invite your body to soften beneath your palms, further relaxing with each exhalation you take. Feeling into those two beautiful and powerful centers below your palms. Feeling your body rise and fall as you further relax your body. Relax your mind, relax your spirit in these final moments here on the mat. Just letting your breath be at its own natural rhythm, releasing control, your body at ease, your mind is at ease. Feel yourself fully present with your breath, with your body, with each moment. Let's slowly, and with assistance of your hands, lift your knees up to center if they're not already. Now, keeping your attention inward, go ahead and roll over to your right side. We'll we'll take a smooth breath in through your nose. And a long, slow, complete exhalation out your nose. With your eyes closed and attention remaining inward, make your way to a comfortable cross-legged seated position. Hands are relaxed wherever's comfortable. And we'll just take a moment to feel into your body, noticing the effects of the practice upon your body, your mind, and your spirit. Let's take a big, beautiful breath in, circling your fingertips up to the sky, gathering love and light. Your palms kiss and bring all that love and light down to your heart center. Breathe in to raise prayer to your third eye. Exhalation, bow forward to your heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, my friend. I hope you feel a sense of peace and comfort after our practice today. Please throw the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed and comment below. Now we are hoping to reach 50,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and we will have a surprise for our viewers if we're able to hit that goal. So if you haven't yet, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. And my friend, please tell a friend about our channel, letting them know how these practices affect you. I thank you so much for being a part of our journey, and I am grateful to support you along yours. I'm sending you my love.